Good morning and welcome to Bumblebee Junction.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. You can see behind me there's a few less red onions out there because it is time for salsa. So hold on and I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to get started on this salsa. We're going to get started on the tomatoes first. We have many trays of fresh tomatoes out here, but we are working into this big pot right here. And what we're going to do is a quadruple batch from the recipe card. We're going to work on these and then run them through the tomato press as we go to get to 24 cups. That's a lot of tomatoes, but we got to get a few more cut up, get the tomato press set up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have the tomato press set up. We're going to go ahead and bring a big bowl of tomatoes over here. Now, do remember, and I hope that I did mention, this is a smooth restaurant style salsa. We do have a recipe and a recipe video for our chunky salsa, but we're going to go ahead and get ready to get these tomatoes done. We want to get to 24 cups. So hold on, let me put a break in here because this thing is kind of loud and Mark can put a little music on it. Hold on, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to start getting the rest of these ingredients ground up. Now, what I'm using is our fresh grown garlic, our fresh grown red onions. I do have jalapenos from the garden that were frozen, and I have a big bunch of colored peppers here that we grew in the garden and froze them as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be running each one of these through the blender over here. I'm going to add just a little bit of sauce to them just to make it a little easier to blend. And I'm going to be adding it to this pot. Right now I have 8 cloves of garlic. I have 3 cups of diced up red onions. I have 8 cups of regular bell peppers. And I have 3 cups of jalapeno peppers. So give me a minute to get this all lined up to where you can see the blender, and I'm going to start getting these mixed up and get them on into the pot over here. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to jump in here really quick. I'm going to show you my onion, garlic, jalapeno smoothie. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I'll get back to work now, promise. Okay, just going to slip in here real quick, show you my beautiful mess that I've made. But Mark has plenty more tomatoes cut up. We got to get them processed and in here. So I'm going to get back to that back in just a few minutes. Okay, got everything all blended together, got all the tomatoes done. We're now sitting over here on the stove and warm it up just a little bit, and then we're going to start talking about seasonings. So hold on, I'll be back. Okay, now it's time to talk about the spices, and we got to get some vinegar in here. I will take a little screenshot of my recipe card, but do keep in mind that we are making a quadruple batch. Okay, it calls for 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, and I have put 4 times that in here. Now, one thing that I like this little measuring cup for is it shows 4 tablespoons equal 1/4 of a cup. So actually it came to 4.5 cups. Now I also have 4 tablespoons of sugar. Once again comes to 1/4 of a cup. And in my bowl here I have salt, oregano, cilantro, and cumin. And let's see, look at this real quick. 2 teaspoons of cumin I put in 4 times. A half a teaspoon of dry cilantro I put in 4 times. Teaspoon of oregano and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So this has been multiplied by 4. Remember, if you're only making one batch, to look at the recipe. But I do happen to know that Mark likes to add all kinds of other good stuff once he gets a good taste of it. So I'm going to get this mixed in here real quick. I'm going to let it sit and heat up for just a little bit longer. Then we'll taste it. And then we'll bring the connoisseur out here and see what he says. Okay, we are all ready to start the canning process. Let it cook down just a little bit. Mark has added his touch to it. Make sure it was what he wanted. Got all my canning supplies sitting out here. Now we can use 10 pints in our water bath canner. So I'm going to get the rest of that set up. We got the canner over here heating up. Yeah, looks good, smells great, looks and tastes just like the sauce you get out of the restaurant. So, time to get to work. Okay, the first batch of 10 is out. You can see they're still boiling in their jars. Now we did process these for 35 minutes for pints. If you were doing it in quarts, it would be 40 minutes. But the first 10 are out. Not sure we're going to get a full another 10, but we'll see. Okay, we ended up with 9 in the second batch, 10 in the first batch, for a total of 19. These guys just came out. Yeah, they're still bubbling, but they have already all sealed. So we have 19 jars sealed. Now, according to the recipe, we should have got a few more, but we did let it boil down a bit. I think that might be, yep, about the last of them. So, 19 pints. Really, really happy for it. Not sure if we're going to try another batch of these maybe tomorrow or not. but really happy. Okay, so you might hear while I'm talking a little bit of thunder in the background. We're actually getting some of the thunderstorms from Tropical Storm Fred. I'm not sure if he's a depression right now or just a tropical storm. But yeah, a nice rainy day with a big table full of tomatoes. Perfect day for salsa. Now, didn't use all of the tomatoes, which means I have plenty more in there. Haven't decided if we're going to go ahead and just can more tomato sauce or maybe make some more salsa. So I think that would probably be planned, more for tomorrow. It is getting kind of late in the evening right now. So, yes. Now, like I had said before, we do have a chunky salsa recipe, and we have put a video out on that before, and Mark can put a little tag up here for it. Once again, this is like the what's the word I'm looking for? The really smooth kind of salsa that they bring you with chips at your favorite restaurant. So yeah, really, really good. And the spices that are listed on the recipe are kind of a guideline. Now, every time we make salsa, Mark goes back and he kind of fine-tunes everything. So don't forget to add whatever you like to have. You can put a little bit more of one thing in, a little less of another. Maybe you might have your own favorite spice. But yeah, we tend to like it a little bit more garlicky. So, yes. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off of here and sit and watch the rain for a little while. But don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell. It'll let you know when we're cooking up something else really good in the kitchen. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything at all in your mind, please leave them in the little box below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Yes, it has been a long day. And there's the thunder. Yeah, sorry, I was distracted. But I am going to go ahead and get on out of here for a while. Don't forget, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.